So I have a few questions for you, right? So first question, so before you joined the boot camp, what were you doing? What was your situation?
So I was working at a company down in Florida. I was fully remote and I got laid off. So my approach to applying was like kind of like a numbers game. So just apply as much as possible. Try to get like the newest jobs that are out there. You know, if less applicants, that's even better. But I didn't have really a strategy. I always thought it was a numbers game, so I tried to mass apply, and then I would do the easy apply, do the direct applies. You know, try anything I can to get a larger pool of applicants out there on a daily basis. I didn't really know how much the market had changed from last time I was in the job market, and it's changed significantly a lot. So that's kind of why I needed assistance.
Got it, got it. Yeah, back I mean, in the good old days in 2021, right after COVID, there was that hiring frenzy. But after now, when the job market became more cooling, it became more restricted. Things got a lot harder, right? Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so you joined the career boot camp with us, and how did you find out about us?
I was just doing my research. So once I was back in the market, I knew that I can go into this search again by myself, or I can use a consultant or a company, and that's what you guys are, the professionals, right? You'll always know more than I do. I haven't been in the market, so I just did my research. I did a bunch of companies, so I kind of took whole week on searching for as many companies that I can. I listed them down. I checked YouTube, Reddit, mainly sources Reddit because that's where you can find like the most honest answers. I kept seeing WeAreCareer pop up a few times, and I directly messaged these people, and I was like, "Hey, like, I'm in this situation. There's a lot of like, once you're desperate, you try to get as much. Like, the money's not an issue. Like, you're desperate. So I just did a lot of these consultation calls, and I found that the WeAreCareer one, the main thing was honesty, and it was kind of like a transparent way. Your guys' application process isn't, you don't accept everyone, right? So you have to like meet a certain criteria. So like, let's say I wanted a high paying job, I have no experience. Like, yes, you can take my money and say, hey, we're gonna help you, but realistically, that's not gonna happen. So that's why I was like, okay, this is the best bang for my buck, and also what I can probably trust, because I am desperate right now, but I also want to be, smart about how I do things.
100%, 100%. And I really appreciate you bringing that fact. Like, in terms of, yes, you're spot on, with us, because what we do is like the boot camp and exec plus programs, right? We lead with it's a career coaching program. We want to make sure the coaching is tailored, it's good, but we also provide the reverse recruitment job application support, right, to save you some time. And
Yeah.
reverse recruitment in itself only makes sense for certain niches, for certain profiles. So, like if someone wants, they only have 5 years of experience, they're looking for a director role and only remote. It's just gonna be near impossible. It just won't make sense. So we really want to sense check it, and that's what we tell each client before they join. Like, hey, this is what our strategy is. This is what could make sense for you. If that you're aligned with that, then you're welcome to join. And yeah, we're glad that you took that trust with us. So thank you for that. So how was your experience with us? So the coaching sessions, the communication, how was all of that?
Yeah, I would say it was great. There's a lot of things I learned that I didn't know before starting, right? So like the resume thing with the metrics, using different keywords of what people recruiters look at. That's something I didn't know. So it opened my eye on how things were changing, and how recruiters look at your resume rather than what I think a good resume is. Communication was great. Like, I spoke to you all the time, right? So if I had a question, you responded. Same with the reverse recruiting, right? So everything was great, communication, and I would say I the biggest thing was, it's like an assistance, right? So like, I didn't just say, hey, you guys go do this. I'm just gonna go, chill. So you also have to put in your work at the same time. So you have to care about your own career. You guys are. I'm gonna know what's best for me, so I need to help you guys understand that.
100%. So the way we like to look at it is it's like it's a joint effort program. Like in terms of,
Yeah.
we'll definitely give you the coaching and we'll support you with the job applications. But on your side, if you also put in some time to put job applications and also implement the advice that we give you, it's a joint effort, right? So we can get results together. So in the end, I believe after the coaching sessions and everything, I know we applied and you also applied on your own as well. Complementing that ethos of joint effort. So you ended up getting a new offer, right?
Yes, correct.
So
Yes.
how
I start. Sorry, what was you gonna say?
yeah, I was just gonna say how is your new offer? When do you start?
Yeah, it's great. I start on September 22nd. I start this Monday. My turnaround was pretty quick. Very grateful for that. I hear horror stories all the time on Reddit on, people. So I was desperate, but also just looking. And I, I am hybrid in New York City. So I'm down in World Trade Center in FiDi, 2, 3 days into the office. And yeah, that's exactly what I wanted, right? When I first came to you, I said, hey, I've been remote. I think I'm ready to switch out. And I think in this market, it's kind of the opposite. I think a lot of people just want remote. They're like, oh, you're so lucky you're remote. So I kind of wanted the opposite of that. And I'm in a big hub in New York City. So I got exactly what I was looking for.
Perfect. Yeah, and the flexibility helps, right? Like being open to hybrid and on-site always opens up more opportunities because there's less applicants. Instead of 1,000 people applying for a remote job, there might be only like 200. So definitely improves your chances as well. So with your new offer, like previously, what were you making and what are you making now? I believe it was like 90K. Now you're like on track annually, like 110 ish.
Yeah. Around 110, 114. So I think it's about a 20% boost. So yeah, I guess everything worked out at the end for me. I pivoted away from remote to hybrid. I got a better salary. I get to actually like work in the city where I lived my entire life. So at the end, everything worked out for me. I just needed a quick bump on the road and a little bit of assistance, and everything's great.
Awesome, awesome. I'm glad you got a great offer. You 100% deserve it. You were an awesome client to work with as well. Would Final question: would you recommend this program to other people who are looking for coaching and support and advice?
Yeah, and I actually do. Like, I have a couple of friends that are in the market right now. A lot of them are computer science degrees, and they don't know how to navigate. When you're a student, and even with experience, you don't know how to navigate the job market. You might need to invest in yourself, right? I'm a big advisor on like investing in myself. So like I do a lot of certifications, and this is what I look at it. This is an investment, right? And you guys, even after my offer, you guys have kept communication. So like if I feel like if I've ever in this position, I've learned so much. I can use it in the future, and I can come back to you guys anytime. So yeah, I do recommend it to my friends right now that are in this market. I have, and I will probably at any time, just like how I found it on Reddit, probably vouch for you guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time, your feedback, and sharing your insights. I'm very confident that a lot of people are gonna watch this, and they're gonna feel that same level of trust because in the end of the day, hearing about other candidates' experiences, their programs, and how it was for them is gonna really help them, paint a picture of how it might be. So thank you again, Tausib, and I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.